It's like there are
Yeah.
people who think, well, it'll feel better in the moment to put it off. I do a technique, do some proactive thinking. Think, how will you feel in an hour or two or at the end of the day if you put this off and didn't get it done versus how will you feel if you did get it done? And I feel like, well, I'm glad I got that out of the way. Now the weight's off my shoulder and I don't have to think about it anymore because I got it done. And, versus, oh, I'll still be thinking, I still have to do it. I just wasted an hour playing a video game when I could have been doing that. And
It's almost like they have analysis paralysis because they just think about it and they just don't do anything, you know. And it's funny, these little therapies or these little techniques that you're giving us. I mean, you can use them for it sounds like everyday things, not even just getting processing trauma, but just even just for maybe some personality traits, like if you are a procrastinator.
well, yes, you can use
Yeah.
these techniques for that, the proactive thinking, and maybe even if you're sitting on a couch and knowing you should, real comfortable, but knowing you should be, nothing wrong with that if you've gotten your stuff done. But if you're tempted to procrastinate, get up and move your body a little bit and get the circulation, and then you'll feel probably more equipped to do what you got to do.
Yeah, absolutely. And getting
Hey,
back to what you were saying about like, when you're at work, if you're in an office building, I mean, I work from home and remotely, but I sometimes I'll set the timer on my phone like every hour to remind me to get up because now you're a writer too, so you probably understand this, Frank. You get very focused on what you're doing and you just want to keep going and you're like in this flow. And I could,
yeah.
before I know it, several hours have gone by and I'm still sitting, which is not good. We need to move our bodies. Our bodies were meant to move. So one thing I do is I just kind of set a timer on my phone so that I make sure that every hour I'm getting up. Now I do have a dog, which really helps because she does go out a lot. So, get
Uh,
out, take my dog for a walk around the block, just move the body. If it's a nice day, I even find just leaving my phone at home and if I'm taking my dog or I'm by myself, just really looking around me and, noticing flowers or noticing a
yeah.
tree or anything like just to ground with nature and just realize that we're still human. I know we have all this wonderful technology, but I think sometimes we become slaves to technology instead of the reverse.
Well, that's the thing. When you take a walk, whether it's in the woods, in a field, or on a beach or something, it's turn your techno. You know, le- le- don't turn your. I mean, it's a good idea to still have your cell phone in case there's an emergency, but try and just focus on the nature without it, and you'll get deeper and deeper into the experience of nature and often feeling one with everything and peace and all those mystical
Yeah,
states you can get into.
absolutely. I mean, I know for myself, and that wasn't necessarily for trauma. It was just I read about, well, I'm an early riser anyway, but I love like being outside when the sun's coming up and maybe touching a
Oh,
leaf. I'll admit I don't like to be barefoot except when I'm on the beach.
oh,
But I
okay.
will, I'll hold on to a leaf on a tree or something just to get that, just to feel that energy. I don't know, can't explain it, but it just feels really good to remember that we're connected to the earth. And it just sort of, I don't know, it just makes me feel so much better.
Yes, well, that's important. I mean, after all, we Homo sapiens, we're still animals. And so it's natural for us to be out with nature.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very, very,
Uh,
very healing.
yes, and at least part of the day, like, out there.